I think the obsession with getting more viewers causes them to make a lot of changes to the game, and I think it's important to get more viewers. I understand, but like for instance, them going into China this year seems weird to me because you're not going to put the NHL in China. Like I understand wanting to gain more fans, but if the NHL is not going to expand to China, which would be crazy, like you're going to put a team in Beijing and then they're going to be an island out there, or I don't know what the end game is here. The games in Stockholm make more sense because we get a lot of players from Sweden, and it's great for Swedish fans to see their own players in games that matter. But Houston, to me, has the inside track because the Houston Rockets' new owner, who also owns the building, which is key, wants the NHL in there. So the NHL's already put feelers out there. And of course, the big thing is, well, they want Seattle too. One of them will get expansion, one of them will get relocation. I don't think there's going to be a lot of movement. I think that, if Bettman was out and if somebody who was more Canadian leaning was in there, I think we'd see a team in Quebec. I think we'd at least see a discussion of Hamilton. But because of the way that the brain trust is now and the way that it seems to be really geared towards we have to sell it to the southern states, we're kind of stuck with it as is. And I understand why fans aren't going in Carolina. I've talked to fans, and it's ticket prices. They charge an exorbitant amount for tickets, and the team isn't very good. Like they're starting to move their way up, but they weren't any good going into this season, and they haven't made the playoffs in about a decade. And if I had to pay $200 for a front row seat to watch a team that hasn't made the playoffs in a decade, I probably wouldn't go either. So I think the any idea that the NHL is going to become as big as the NBA, Major League Baseball, or NFL, I think that boat sailed for now, and they need to just make sure that they're not losing fans and that their rules are clear. Because I've had a lot of Vegas fans that have because they're new to the league, saying I don't understand, and then my answer sometimes is I don't know either. I don't know how they're calling this either. Well, that was goalie interference. Why wasn't that? I don't know. Was that offside? I don't know what an offside is anymore. So the game, the obsession with expanding the game is fine, but until you get your rules straightened out and the game makes sense to people who watch it now, I find it weird.